Hello everyone, it is Jayden and welcome to The Alpha, the show where we talk about the hottest topics in pop culture and sports. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button on the video, and if you enjoy my commentary and myself truly as always, be sure to tap that subscribe button and to hit that notification bell to get notified when all my videos go live. I love you guys so much. Peace, love, and positivity always, y'all. See ya. So it seems that Russell Wilson is headed to the Big Apple after he was reportedly, or from the Steelers' point of view, they were supposed to keep one or two. As we know, Justin Fields did head to the New York Jets. So Russell Wilson is leaving Pittsburgh and headed to the New York Giants on a one-year deal worth $21 million. I have a problem with this from the Giants' perspective. You have the number 3 pick. Shedeur Sanders is available. So what does that mean if you are the Giants? When you sign Russell Wilson, you are basically saying that you do not think that Shedeur is good enough to run your franchise. My retort to that thinking would be, what makes you think Russell Wilson is going to be any better than what you already have? But my retort to that would be, what makes you think that Russell Wilson is any better than what Shedeur Sanders could possibly be? Another idea you could say with that is they probably don't want to deal with the Deion Sanders thing, with Deion being behind the scenes. But this is just the continuation of organizational malpractice. Let's just call it what it is. If the Giants were smart, if they were wanting to make this move with Russell Wilson, you could have possibly traded back, got more pick assets. Because if you're not drafting a quarterback, who are you getting with number 3? Because there's no way you're going to get Shedeur Sanders. You signed Jameis Winston and you have Russell Wilson. There's no way you're going to have a quarterback room where you have Russell Wilson, Shedeur Sanders, and Jameis Winston in the same quarterback room. It's not happening. It's not happening. Would there have been a scenario where you had one or the other? So if you did sign Russell Wilson, I still think you would have got Shedeur. But you can't have all 3. If you would have had only Jameis Winston, you would have signed Shedeur. I'd have been fine with it. But you can't have all 3. So who are you going to get at number 3, Giants? If you are the New York Giants, who are you getting with the number 3 pick? You don't need a dual Carter. You don't need an edge rusher. It'd be crazy to take a wide receiver that high. Maybe a running back. Maybe get Ashton Jeanty. I don't think you should pick him at number 3. But, again, what makes you think that Russell Wilson is any better than Shedeur Sanders? He would have been a whole lot cheaper. He would have been younger. Shedeur Sanders is more than tough enough to be able to deal with that market in New York. This just lets you know, I don't think people are in love with Shedeur at number 3. A lot of people have said and have been on the record that number 3 is a little too high for Shedeur. If Shedeur was in any other draft class, he would have easily been the 4th, 5th best quarterback taken, specifically in last year's draft. But still, what makes you think Russell Wilson is any better than Shedeur? Now, can Russell Wilson be successful? Yes, but they need to get some. They need to be able to get a better O-line. They need to establish a run game. It's just, in what way does Russell Wilson move the needle? What quarterback coming out in the next couple of years do you see having that Jayden Daniels type effect? Caleb Williams, just a generational prospect. Patrick Mahomes. There's right now in college football, I cannot think of one quarterback that is one of those coming soon. So this is just, again, organizational malpractice by the Giants. They keep making moves like this, and it just continues to put question on the organization. Now, moving on for the Pittsburgh Steelers' point of view. What does this mean for the Pittsburgh Steelers? They have got to draft a quarterback. They don't have a quarterback. Jackson Dart is the guy. I've been saying that recently. If I was the Steelers, I would probably flirt with the idea of getting Shedeur Sanders. Trading up, giving up some first-round picks, get a quarterback. You have been deprived of a quarterback since Ben Roethlisberger. Okay? You got to get a quarterback in there. trading up from the 20 whatever pick they have is 20 something and getting Shedeur. Trading back, Giants trading back. I'm just throwing it out there, GM of the Giants and GM, the Rooney family. Just something to think about. Because, I mean, Jackson Dart, he's good, but I don't think he's ready yet. He's not going to be a day one starter. I think he would have needed that Patrick Mahomes effect and been able to sit behind somebody. But, yeah, the Steelers, they said that they wanted to do one or the other. They ended up losing both. So now they have no choice but to draft a quarterback. They have the wide receivers. They're going to continue to upgrade the O-line. You lost Najee Harris, but you still have Jaylen Warren. The defense will always be the defense. But you just got to get a quarterback right. So I think trading up and getting Shedeur Sanders would be a viable option, unless you truly think in the evaluation process that Jackson Dart is just as good as Shedeur Sanders. But that's just my quick thoughts on that. And we're going to move on to Stefon Diggs getting a 3-year, $69 million deal for the Houston Texans. I can tell you right now that is a lot of money from a wide receiver that is that old and coming off an ACL. But the Patriots are desperate. They need a wide receiver. So now Drake May's got another target. Stefon Diggs is going to be able to or have to embrace the culture of the Patriot way led by Mike Vrabel and the crew. It's a good pickup. I think that Drake May does need some wide receiver help. He joins Kevin Bourne on the opposite side of the offense. Hunter Henry is still your tight end. I think he's very good as well. I would have just liked a better market for Stefon Diggs. You're not winning a Super Bowl with the Patriots. All those times that you sat there in Buffalo, sitting at the edge of the field and just hoping and just sitting there with your head down, just hoping like, man, when am I ever going to get a Super Bowl? It's not happening with the Patriots. You had a better chance with the Texans. I don't see a scenario where the Patriots are going to win anything in the future. So was this a questionable decision by Stefon Diggs? But maybe they were the only ones dumb enough and desperate enough to pay him that type of money. That is $23 million a year. $26 million of that is going to be guaranteed. That's a lot for a guy coming off an ACL. But hey, kudos to Stefon Diggs. Get your money, get your bag. I'm not hating on you, but good luck. Drake May is a stud, though. I think he's going to be very good in the future. But questionable move by Stefon Diggs, but I think the Patriots, they got a good wide receiver. They need wide receiver help, but this is just not going to move the needle. The Buffalo Bills are easily going to be the best team in that division. The Dolphins could possibly still be better than the Patriots. I still don't think the Patriots are going to do anything, but that's just my quick thoughts on that.